This is kvci.blogspot.com, George Boston Rhymes. On YouTube, Boston G.B.R. We want you to know that this was displayed in the city of Valdosta, county of Lowndes. We were informed by WCTV, Channel 6, a local news television outlet here in South Georgia. A mock lynching. This was by a Lowndes County Sheriff Deputy, we understand. You can Google this on WCTV Channel 6 news media outlet. They did the story about the displaying of what you are looking at. And it was supposed to be a Halloween costume or prank here in South Georgia, the home of the Quitman 10, home of Michael F. Bryant. On August the 28th, had a firearm pulled on him at Rose's restaurant across the street. It took 16 days for that story to be broke by major news media outlet in South Georgia. This is in South Georgia, the home of the May return of lynchings, home of Earl Evans that was burned in a police car in Quitman, Georgia, the Wootens, and many others, I'm told. We have been saying for years and years that there's a pattern and a continuous practice of keeping the people in South Georgia and North Florida deaf, dumb, and blind to the times, and unable to make intelligent decisions based on facts, even at public meetings, because since the Lake Park Post was sued out of existence, the general public has been ill served. We looked and we called and we discussed in the Black African American community, as well as with the white right community. The president of the Valdosta and Lowndes County chapter of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference took note of this. The NAACP President Lee Touchton was called, and she gave an interview with WCTV television stations. And she told me verbally that she was gravely disappointed in the way her words were reported. Now you all may ask me, Brother Rhymes, why do you do what you do? It is because my ancestor came to these shores in the year 1555 aboard a slave ship called Jesus, captained by one Sir John Hawkins, a slave trader. And for nearly 500 years, black people have endured the pain that has been inflicted upon us. Just a few weeks ago, death row inmate Troy Davis was executed. The president of the NAACP at the convention in Atlanta, which I attended, along with the speaker, TV celebrity, the Honorable Judge Mathis, spoke to the people and talked about an unjust justice system. Moreover, just a few days ago, I was heading towards Lake Park on a Sunday afternoon following my church service, and I was called by a mother whose son has been incarcerated in the Valdosta and Lowndes County Jail. And she was unable to get questions. She asked me to walk with her to the Lowndes County Jail, and we walked in that jail as she asked about the conditions of her son, who somebody got the word out to her and told her, say, if you love your son, you better go check on him, because his face had been bruised and his eyes had 2 black eyes. And so I traveled with her. And they would not give her what she wanted, and so she called 911, the emergency. And they told her over the phone as we sat in the lobby that somebody from the sheriff's department would come out and speak with her. We waited, and we waited, and Virginia witnessed this along with the mother. And we were told by Deputy Henry, that's Deputy Henry, and the other female deputy, I can't think of her name right now, I believe it was Deputy Williams. The Deputy Sheriff Henry told us to get off the property. And so I was taking my notes and asked him what his name was, and that's when he gave me his name and ordered us off the property. And we departed. We went to a location right outside and off the sheriff's property, and we videoed comments from the mother, from Vivian. You can find it on YouTube. Much work continues in Valdosta, trying to get somebody that say they follow Muhammad, trying to get somebody who follow the son of Amram and Yoshabel Moses, trying to find somebody that has the love of Jehovah God, that have been stamped in the blood of Jesus on the cross of Calvary, to come in and hear the cries of a suffering people here in South Georgia and North Florida. So we can only ask, where is the NAACP? Where is the SCLC? Where is the Urban League? Where is the Justice Department? Why can't we hear your call? Mothers and children, fathers, children need help. In the news media, and these preachers and followers of Jesus Christ apparently have buried their head in the sand like the legend concerning the ostrich bird, and pretending that they're in heaven. I'm calling on you. If there is a God in the universe, we need help. We need help. Jesse Jackson, Louis Farrakhan, Oprah Winfrey, do you see what is before you? Excuse me for raising my voice. It was done out of love and not hate. I'm going to close this out now, because I'm beginning to feel my spiritual passion coming on. I'm going to close it out now. Sheriff Prine, people are asking. Sheriff Prine, you know I called you, and you joked and said to me these words. I would have asked you to leave the property also. You took it as a joke, but I was dead serious, my beautiful brother, with all due respect. I also called Chief Simon of the Valdosta Police Department. But I'm here to say to you today, my friends, I'm here to say to you today that there come a time in this life when we either stand up for justice as a country, or we stand and watch the country that we love dissolve before our very face. The Quitman 10 case is still pending. And so I say to you today, my friends, on YouTube, you may ask your question, why do you do what you do, Brother Rhymes? It is because I believe in the Jesus that y'all pretend to love and respect on Sunday morning. There were white peoples on Channel 6 that disagreed with this image that you're looking at. And if there's any followers in Jesus Christ in Valdosta, they should be outraged today. I'm going to leave you now. You have my permission to send this around the world. Let the people in China know about freedom of speech in Valdosta. Let them know about freedom of the press in Valdosta, in the home or land of the brave, and as they say, in the land of the free. Peace be unto you. I do what I do because I truly, truly love you. Fools don't do this kind of thing that I'm doing. Only a person who have been dipped in the water for real. And Jesus said, Matthew, or rather Luke 4:18, for the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, for he's anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor, to preach deliverance to the captive, to set at liberty them that are bruised, and to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. And Apostle Paul, a white European, said these words in Galatians 6:7, for God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap. And so now from me to you, I love you. Do you love me and those that look like me? I love you and those that look like you. Bye-bye. We gone.